Twink Death. Is it real? Maybe. Probably. I certainly feel it, but as we've learned, just because you feel something doesn't mean it's real. We could spend this whole video talking about Twink Death or how society is so screwed up. Everything is centered around fame and fortune, how all these things mean everything and nothing means anything, and we're all going to die in the end, death and taxes and whatnot. We can talk about something more tangible, like what the Hooker Chemical Company put into the water in the tri-state, or those building materials that they used to build that high school in northern Jersey that was giving kids glioblastomas, and how something in the food here is just causing people to look like they're 50 by the time they're 22. But none of that's fun to talk about. Instead, let's talk about something people actually want to hear about that they can actually do something about. Let's talk about some recent allegations. Get your tea ready. Okay. I'm going to start with some small ones, and then we're going to talk about the big one that you all probably are watching this video and actually care about. First and first, mostly, rumors that I was on a anti-Thalmor podcast called The Daily Showa. Totally fabricated. I'm not anti-Thalmor at all. Just because I'm German doesn't mean that I hold these views, right? It's kind of a weird stereotype. It's actually kind of prejudice. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I was never at the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. That wasn't a thing that I attended. I didn't run anybody over with a car. I didn't rob any banks. I didn't shoot anybody. I do not own any firearms or weapons of any kind. But I also don't go to unfamiliar places without a security detail, so try something at your own peril. Yeah, those are the small ones. Oh, another one. I don't have a vagina. People have been saying for years that I have a vagina. I do not. It's lies and slander, a scandalous accusation, the likes of which nobody should take seriously. But there is a pretty serious allegation that's been going around that I feel like a lot of people have been waiting for me to answer directly, and it's been causing a lot of grief for a lot of people that are my friends, and I feel like it's important to address it. So I saved the best for last because I know if you're still watching this video, that's probably what you're waiting for. Let's talk about it. There is an allegation that I was at a institution of higher education, we'll call it, and that I was in a cafeteria, and I was eating some hamburger helper, and then some girls started pointing at me and laughing, and that I burped up hamburger helper all over my Dolce & Gabbana trench coat. And then when I tried to regain my composure or stand up or clean up or something to that effect, I tripped, slipped, and fell on the hamburger helper, and then the girls started laughing even more, and then they threw scalding hot mashed potatoes at my erect penis. None of this happened, okay? The first obvious dead giveaway that this story is fake and bogus and made up for the sole purpose of slandering and defaming me is that if I was anywhere where young attractive women were at that, and they randomly started laughing at me, I wouldn't vomit or burp or trip on food. I would just cry and then run away. Secondly, I've never owned a Dolce & Gabbana trench coat. I've owned a London Fog trench coat and a Giorgio Armani Spy trench coat. And thirdly, I've never vomited hamburger helper. Actually, I don't even think I've ever eaten hamburger helper before, much less vomited it anywhere. And fourth, if a bunch of e-girls or TikTokers or whatever the story is were all pointing and laughing at me, don't you think there would be video of it? I mean, everybody's got a cell phone in their pocket, right? Everybody's got a 4K, 120 frames per second camera at the ready, and you know these people love to film everything. So if this story this scandalous, scathing accusation was even 0.001% true, don't you think there would be some kind of footage, some kind of pictures of it? Exactly. It's bullshit. About 30% of what you read about me is true. The rest of it is bullhonkery, absolute buffoonery, shenaniganery of the highest order, really, because people hate me, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, bro, we're all gonna die someday, and this world we live in is heading for a series finale, a hell of a plot arc, and I'm here for it. I'm sticking around to see it. That's not the only reason I'm sticking around, but that's one of the big ones, is that I want to see what happens. It's not the end, but you can see it from here. Exciting times. Exciting times to be alive. That's all I really wanted to say. Just wanted to squash that, and any of you people out there saying this stuff, you don't want smoke with me, okay? I don't want smoke with you, but you definitely don't want smoke with me, because I am an old man whose days are numbered, whose hourglass is running out of sand, and you don't want to claw at me, because I'm crazy. I'm unpredictable. You don't know what I'm going to do. I have a lot of money and free time on my hands. That's a dangerous combination for someone like me. So just don't push me. Okay? Cool. Great. Glad we had this talk.